A paper feed issue can occur for several reasons, such as dusty or contaminated paper rollers, the condition of the paper in the tray, or even issues with the software. Sometimes restarting the printer can clear a paper feed issue. Follow these steps to perform a reset. Press the power button to turn on the printer. With the printer turned on, disconnect the power cord from the rear of the printer. Then remove the power cord from the electrical outlet. Wait 15 seconds and then reconnect the power cord back into the electrical outlet. Next, reconnect the power cord into the rear of the printer. If the printer does not automatically turn on, press the power button to turn on the printer. Try to print a printer status report. To do this, go to the Control Panel home screen. Touch the right arrow to view more options. Touch Setup, then Tools, then Printer Status Report. If the printer status report prints, the issue is resolved. If it doesn't print, please proceed to the next step. Paper feed issues might result from dusty, torn, wrinkled, wet, or folded paper in the tray. The quality of the paper can also make a difference. Use only good quality paper that meets product specifications. Follow these steps to check the condition of the paper. Remove the stack of paper from the tray. Check for obstructions inside the tray. Use a flashlight to view the mechanism inside the tray to make sure that nothing blocks the paper from engaging with the rollers. Even small pieces of paper can cause paper feed issues. Examine the condition of the paper and then replace any ripped, dusty, curled, wrinkled, or bent paper. Make sure that all the paper in the stack is the same size and type. Never load mixed types of paper in the tray. The printer can only process one type of paper at a time. Make sure that the stack of paper contains no fewer than 10 sheets and no more than 25 sheets of paper. Now, let's reload the paper. Lift the output tray. Slide the paper width guide to its outermost position. Tap the edges of the stack of paper on a flat surface to make sure that all the edges are even. Load the paper into the tray with the short edge forward and the print side down. Slide the stack forward until it stops. Slide the paper width guide inward until it stops at the edge of the paper. Do not push the guide in so tightly that it binds against the paper. Lower the output tray, and then pull out the extension. Try to print a printer status report. To do this, go to the Control Panel home screen. Touch the right arrow to view more options. Touch Setup, then Tools, then Printer Status Report. If the printer status report prints, the issue is resolved. If it doesn't print, please proceed to the next step. Dust or paper residue on the rollers inside the printer or on the rear access door can cause paper feed issues. Follow these steps to clean the rollers. First, gather the following items: a clean lint-free cloth, clean cotton swabs, and some distilled, filtered, or bottled water. Do not use tap water. Also, avoid using alcohol or other chemical cleaners. They may damage the printer. Press the power button to turn off the printer. Remove the power cord from the rear of the printer. Locate the tab on the left side of the rear access door. Push the tab to the right of the printer and pull the access door away from the printer to remove the rear access door. Lightly dampen the rag with the water. Squeeze out any excess water from the cloth. With moderate pressure, wipe each roller starting on the right side of the roller and wiping to the left. Rotate the roller upwards with your fingers as you finish cleaning a section of the roller. Make sure that you remove any buildup or debris. Allow 10 or 15 minutes drying time before replacing the rear access door. Look for the paper pick rollers farther inside the rear of the printer. Clean the rollers with a moistened cotton swab, removing any buildup or debris. These rollers are difficult to reach, but they are the most important to clean. If these rollers inside the printer are not cleaned, this problem will continue because these are the rollers that feed the paper into the printer. Check the rollers on the rear access door. Make sure there are no missing rollers and that they rotate freely. The rollers should be springy when you press on them. If any rollers are missing or damaged, they should be replaced. Gently replace the rear access door. Reconnect the power cord to the rear of the printer. If the printer does not turn on automatically, press the power button to turn on the printer. Try to print a printer status report. To do this, go to the Control Panel home screen. Touch the right arrow to view more options. Touch Setup, then Tools, then Printer Status Report. If the printer status report prints, try printing the original document again. If the issue is resolved, there is no need to continue troubleshooting. If the printer status report prints, but the original document does not, continue to the next solution. If the printer status report does not print, try printing the report again. Listen for the rubber paper pick rollers. You should be able to hear them rotating. Then try slowly pushing the paper farther in until the roller engages to pick up the paper. Be careful not to push the paper in too far, which can cause paper jams. If the printer status report does not print when slowly pushing the paper farther in, repeat the previous steps to clean the rollers again. If the issue continues after repeated cleaning, then the printer needs to be serviced. If the printer status report prints when slowly pushing the paper farther in, try printing the original document again. The paper might not have been loaded far enough into the printer. If the issue is resolved, there is no need to continue troubleshooting. If the paper only feeds through the printer when you slowly push it farther in, repeat the previous steps to clean the rollers again. If the issue continues after repeated cleaning, skip the next step and then service the printer. The printer might not pick up paper if the paper size and type in the paper tray do not match the size and type settings in the print driver. This feature of the printer helps to avoid wasting ink and paper if the paper is not what you expected. Return to the document you were trying to print when the issue occurred. Click File, and then Print. The print window opens. Click the button that opens the Properties dialog box. Depending on the software program, the button might be Properties, Options, Printer Setup, Printer, or Preferences. Click the Features tab. From the Paper Type drop-down list, select the paper type that matches the paper in the printer. From the Size drop-down list, select the paper size that matches the paper in the printer. For example, if you have 4 by 6 inch photo paper loaded in the paper tray, select 4 by 6 inch. If the required paper size is not in the drop-down list, follow these steps to create a custom paper size. Select Custom from the Size drop-down list or the Custom tab. In the Name dialog box, type a name for the new custom size. In the Width and Length boxes, type the dimensions. Select the unit of measurement and then click Save. Click OK to close the Custom Paper Size dialog box, and then click OK again to close the Properties dialog box. After closing the Properties dialog box, reopen it. Then select the new custom size from the Size drop-down list. Click OK, and then click OK again to print the document. If the document prints, the issue is resolved, and there is no need to continue troubleshooting. If the document does not print, go on to the next step. If you've tried everything described in this video and you still have a problem, your printer likely needs some type of service. Contact HP to find out what the support options are for your printer. Your options for service may vary depending on how long you've owned it and what country you live in.